Greetings, humans! I'm Andrei, and I'm George, and this is Cusco, and welcome back to the Windmill full of corpses. Right, we're afraid of phobia. You have a phobia? Yes, I have a phobia. And I don't mean that I'm afraid of phobias in general. I mean I'm afraid of that specific phobia. But is your phobia giving you a phobia? Okay, I did not follow that. Is your phobia giving you a phobia? Like if I'm afraid to be afraid of phobia? Yes. And then, exponentially keep going. No. Okay. So, under our last video, 8 Lives Down commented, is it really that weird? No. He thinks it's that weird. It is that weird. I think it's just weird. It's dubious as shit. It's weird, but it's fine. It's good weird. It's not weird that breaks the enjoyability. And half the times, at least, when we say weird, we mean it as a compliment. In fact, more than half. I think almost all the time when we say weird, we mean it as a compliment. Yes. New album Fates coming sometimes. Yes. And this is the second single off of the new album Fates coming sometime, which is just the right amount of weird. Yes. Except a lot more. Shut up. Are you ready? No. Wow! I did not see that coming. What's happening? They're mariachi at us. This isn't mariachi!
Phobia και λογική. Ταυτόσιμα και ταυτόχρονα συνάμα ένα με τα μάτια με τα οποία βλέπω τον κόσμο γύρω μου να καταραίει. Σ' έναν άρχοντα, σ' έναν δαίμονα, σ' έναν ερωτά. Σ' έναν άρχοντα, σ' έναν δαίμονα, σ' έναν ερωτά. Στην αντανάκλαση μου.
Yo, the changes are wild.
Yeah. Ταυτόσιμα και ταυτόχρονα συνάμα ένα με τα μάτια με τα οποία βλέπω τον κόσμο γύρω μου να καταραίει. Σ' έναν άρχοντα, σ' έναν δαίμονα, σ' έναν ερωτά. Σ' έναν άρχοντα, σ' έναν δαίμονα, σ' έναν ερωτά. Στην αντανάκλαση μου.
Wow. Okay. I'm afraid of phobia, but I'm also in love with phobia. So, I'm in an abusive relationship with phobia. I was gonna say, I think at this point, I have a phobia philia, and you have a phobia philia. If that's twisting your brain into a knot, good. Okay. So, I'm in love with Rodrigo. No homo. So, not that there's anything wrong with that. Okay, so they began the song. I said they were mariaching at us. I think they were Greeking at us more so. So, about that, do you know from The Cradle, from their previous album? Yes. Do you know that it has this very Greek part in the middle? Yes. Yeah, that's Ukrainian. I know from Aliki. So at this point, I wouldn't risk guessing what anything that doesn't sound like metal is in their songs. Anyway, so they do that very classy noodling for a while where they're never together, and then they start playing their instruments the way they were supposed to be played. Because on that clean part, I'm looking at Marcin, and he's got a big ass bass, and he's only playing high notes. And I'm like, you do realize the purpose of that instrument is to play low, right? Then why are the high strings there? It's not that the purpose of the instrument is to play low, it's that most people don't know how to play it high. Fair enough. No, I mean, I am trolling the clean parts, but the fact that they have that clean part and then the metal part and the contrast between them being so jarring is really like the appeal of the song. Yeah, and it's not just switching the vibe, it's switching the pace too. Yeah, tempo. Like it leaves a bit of a space and then hits you with a different rhythm. It flipped me so hard first time it hit. It's galloping, it's heavy, it's a bit chaotic, and it hit you with the Greek lyrics. Yes. So all of that was brilliant. And then the solo is my new favorite 8 Lies Down solo. It could be, yeah. Not only because it was so beautifully written, so fluid, it almost sounded like some, I'm gonna risk saying Greek, although I don't know if it's Greek, but you know, like the traditional Greek guitar music, how they have those lead sections? It sounded like you turned that into metal. Yeah. And you make it work instead of all your generic pop songs converted to metal or whatever. Well, you can't convert Greek music to metal the way you would pop songs because Greek music isn't a pop song. Yeah. What Greek music actually is compositionally heavy. I feel like that's something you're quoting from Aliki. Yes, she told you that. Yeah, it's basically the difference between something just being heavy because it's got like screams and a big production and very driven guitars versus something being heavy in the sense of having that kind of like low descending sort of writing in terms of the emotion, sounding somber, sounding penetrating, sounding all of that, just basically having the right chord progressions and harmony to create that effect. Like you can get a Greek guy starting to sing over an acoustic guitar and it sounds like you're sinking into the underworld. Wow, happy vibes everywhere. Okay, and then you get the drop at the end. Yes, which was very, 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 very tasty. Yes, like dirt with some sun-dried tomato on the side. I was gonna say like gyros with some sun-dried tomato on the side. Can you have gyro with sun-dried tomato on the side? We'll let Aliki let us know. Everything in Greek is sun-dried. In Greece is sun-dried, including the tomatoes, I suppose. Not everything is sun-dried. Sometimes I was sun-moisted in there. I don't have what it takes. I'm sorry. It's like, I know I'm supposed to banter, but he just throw that in there and I don't know what to do with it. That was the point. Okay. Another thing I've noticed. On the second verse, Marcin and Paul switched places, but Rodrigo and Aliki didn't. And I want to know what that means, because it's very likely that everything in Aliki's videos means something. Also, there was a statue of a heffalump on the table in front of them, and I want to know what that means. And I think this is the first 8 Lives Down video that's not black and white. That's not entirely black and white. And if and I'm on Aliki's Patreon, and I recently saw people sticking a tube up her nose and into her throat, so we could see her vocal cords while she's making sounds. And I'm willing to guess that leaving the black and white behind was more uncomfortable for her than that. So yeah, if you want to see some yucky vocal fascination, check out Aliki's Patreon. I'm really just waiting for him to end at this point. It's great! Yes, it is. Disturbing and disgusting stuff. Yes. But meaningful ones. Yes. We thrive in discomfort, and we shall call it the meaningful yuckiness. Yes, we shall. Are we done here? That's going in the thumbnail. So are we done here? No. So if you enjoyed this reaction, we'd greatly appreciate the likes and shares. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells. Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon. Corpse is out.